Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nara and here we're discussing all things astrology and spirituality, and this video is about Pisces in the third house or Neptune in the third house. So yeah, like I always do, I like talking about the house first, the nature of the house, what zodiac sign it belongs to, the mode of the sign, the element, and then getting into the full interpretation of the house and the zodiac it is in. So the third house in astrology belongs to Gemini, and Gemini belongs to the air element, right? And it's a mutable sign. So Gemini is all about communication. It is ruled by Mercury. It is all about communication. It is the thinking process that we have. It is the thoughts, the conversations that we have, the belief systems that we have. It is the way we express ourselves in, communication with other people and in certain areas of our lives. And the mutable sign, it is a mutable sign, Gemini, which is basically quickly changing their beliefs, quickly changing their opinions based on new perspectives that they get from the world and the renewing of the mind. But what if we have Pisces in the third house? So Pisces is actually good for the third house, in my personal opinion, because Pisces is also a mutable sign, just like the Gemini, which belongs to the third house naturally. So Pisces in the third house, the emphasis is placed on the communication aspect. But the third house communication is very mundane level communication. It is based on the communication that you have on very mundane level, like not even going out from your house, like the friends you talk to every day on the phone, the texts you send to each other, the friends or the family members, your relatives, it's your neighbors, it's your siblings, it's your roommates too. Is the people you see outside of your house and you having conversations with them, because Gemini is the most basic communication, right? So is the communication around like neighbors and such, like how are you, how's the weather, whatever, stuff like that. The Pisces in the third means that you are a very soft communicator. You are a very emotional communicator. You are someone who feels intuitively, and the words that are being uttered from your mouth are literally of intuitive and secretive nature. Your mind process, the thought process that you might have, is very mysterious and very secretive, which you might not even understand a lot, and that is very, very much reflected when you are communicating with individuals. You may also have a group of friends that you attract through your thought process as a Pisces in the third, who are related to art, music, mysticism, spirituality, gurus, magic, occult, and you may feel very, very comfortable conversating with these individuals. And what else can we say about also the third house is related to the cars, the automobile that we have, Pisces in the third house, these people are not very good drivers. I would say, because they usually feel emotional when driving. So whenever they are driving, like in the middle of driving, they might get an ocean of emotion, literally, out of nowhere, and they have to be very, very careful while driving, because sometimes those emotional states are interfering with their daily tasks, which is preventing them from being productive in certain areas. So something to keep in mind. What else? Actually, for this placement, it's best to have some type of I don't know if it's called vehicle that is related to ocean, water, a boat or something, and actually having professions that are related to that, because you guys are subconsciously are drawn to water, so it's very, very interesting placement. If you have Neptune in the third, actually Pisces in the third would fit into the same interpretation category. So these people sometimes may not even think their own thoughts or have their own belief system. Sometimes they, Neptune's nature is to diffuse with the environment and other people and just like the emotions, right? And since it's in the third house, which is communication and mind, they might be very, very easily influenced by other people. And sometimes they may think the thoughts of other people and may take them for their own where they're not. So Neptune or Pisces in the third may scatter your mind and you may not be able to focus on anything. Like Piscean energy is very much so, is the dissolving nature, is the dissolving energy. It's, being influenced by others, getting dissolved in other people's emotions, environment, and stuff like that. And sometimes these people may have scattered mind, they may not be able to focus. So it's very important for people with this placement to develop concentration abilities, to work on that aspect of yourself, because you will not be able to pretty much get anything done with this placement or think for yourself. However, this placement has positive characteristics as well. So for instance, these people may easily understand the intuitive undercurrents of everything, of what people say, because we know that people do not tell us everything they think about. And hopefully you know that, because a lot of people do not take appearances for what they appear for. Okay, and with this placement, people can literally scan the environment, and they may feel what, like, a person can say one thing but actually mean a different thing and have a different intention. And with this placement, a person literally understands what that person was trying to say and what they're all about. So they're very, very intuitive in understanding other people's communication style, and body language, and just like the thought process of other individuals. So yeah. Sometimes the danger with this placement may mean that, there's Pisces and Neptune loves to see the bigger picture of everything, and like strives to see beauty from above, from a bigger, larger perspective, okay? But they may lose, they may completely disregard details. It may not completely not have analytical mind, detail orientation, like Virgos. They do not have that. So this is something to be aware and to develop if you are scattered minded. If you are scattered minded and you only look for the divine and beautiful and completely disregard the details, the small things in life, which may get you in trouble, with this placement. So be aware of that. Sometimes these people, because third house is also siblings, right? Family members. These people may have a guilt around sibling, and these people sometimes may have a sibling who passed away prior to them, and they carry that guilt with them, that they have done something, that it was their fault for, that what happened. And yeah, so this is something to be aware. And sometimes they may actually be haunted by ghosts, because Neptune is a dreamy fantasy nature, right? But besides all of those negative characteristics, Neptune or Pisces in the third house people, they are, whenever they communicate, they have this, they project that very dreamy thought process, and thought process that is focused on fantasies and imaginations and visualizations. They literally say statements like, I wish this happens to me, and they start to describe their imagination. So this type of communication is very consistent with Neptune or Pisces in the third house people. But I feel like I've covered pretty much everything for the Pisces in the third and Neptune in the third. If this video resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below what you think, and thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.